Yar! The day be come at last, where you learn to make the Krusty Krab. Featuring Spongebob and Cannibal Crab. What's up, guys? It's it's me, the Cannibal Crab, back with another how to build video. I know it's been a while. Everyone's been waiting. I've been excited to do it. But guys, here it is. Finally, behind me, it is the Krusty Krab, filled with a zombie that I've never seen before. But anyways, woo! We have made the Krusty Krab. And I have the sickest tutorial for you guys. So I hope you are following along, and we are going to jump into this in a second. Let me just do a flyby and show you what is going on, how good it looks. I even have the flags up there. I hope you guys are excited. I think it's the best Krusty Krab I've seen so far. Now the interior is a little small. We'll have to go over that in the video, but we have everything from the boat to the grills to the fridge back there to the sinks filled with nothing. Alright, so hope you guys are ready. We're going to jump into it, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Enjoy the tutorial. See ya! Alrighty, we are just going to jump right into this, and I do not know why mobs are spawning, but I'm in game mode creative, so they won't really mess with me. But if they get in the way, I'll have to gonna have to kill all. So we don't really need to start with a color palette for this one, since Krusty Krab, you know, is obviously already wood, and we're just trying to like copy the textures over. So we're just going to go ahead and get a bunch of wood, and then I'll show you guys how to lay out essentially the bottom of Krusty Krab. So this looks like there's one color wood that they kind of use in the building. So maybe we can. This one doesn't have like dark lines in between it. I'm just trying to compare what would work. I think this one right here is probably the best. It looks like the most similar to what the Krusty Krab looks like. So obviously the first thing is going to be the base of it, which is just wood, so we can make it too high. And then there's glass right here, I believe, in the Krusty Krab, and the Krusty Krab glass is blue. But this actually goes inward a little bit, and then it hits the door. So we're just going to go ahead and lay out the bottom kind of shape and the scale, so we can make the doors 3 wide. So like that's one door, and then we can do another door right here, and we'll kind of do something to make it look like 2 different doors. But that's just the beginning. So I guess we can do, since the sides are the same, we can just do one left side and then flip it over to the right side. That'll be easy peasy. So now if you that's the door right there. So the door has a wooden frame. We'll make it a different color just to kind of differentiate the is there a lighter wood? Let's see if we can get a lighter wood here. I think this one is going to be lighter. So yes, we'll put that right there. We'll mark out that is the door, and then we'll put shoot. I guess we can put slabs right there to make it look different door, but and also right here, that'll just to give me an idea of how wide the door is here, because the window looks relatively the same size as the door. So we're just gonna have to go off of that. And then obviously we're gonna close this off. This pretty much just needs to be that wood. It looks like it's gonna be solid, so just fill all that in right quick right there. And we'll make this glass right here like that. We'll probably change these to panes in a little bit, but right now I'm just kind of laying out how wide it's gonna be. So we got the window right there. Maybe we can even go one more, and then it's compacted with this wood, or it's like a wood pillar right there. That gets turned into the half circle shape. That is probably the most important part of the Krusty Krab, is getting this half circle shape looking perfect, and the scale. So I think our scale is it's a teeny bit big, but I think it'll work out in the end. And then we'll just make it the window that wide, just as wide as the door, just to kind of match the actual actual Krusty Krab. So we'll go ahead and do this right here, and then we'll put we'll do that in a second. We're getting there. So basically this Krusty Krab has a circle that goes around it, kind of like a half kind of oval circle, and we really got to nail it, because most of the Krusty Krabs I've seen online, they don't really nail the curve of the Krusty Krab, and I think nailing that is like the perfect way to make it look pretty legit. So we're just gonna base it off of this little circle right here. We're gonna ignore that little bit for there, but just this curve is what we're gonna really focus on here. So I'm thinking of like a horseshoe kind of. It kind of wraps up at the top a little bit more and then goes outward like that. That's already looking pretty good, but it doesn't look tall enough actually. So maybe we should do, maybe it'll look tall once I finish out that little bit right there, and then we can wrap it around. But I do want to bring this up a little bit more. So we'll go 2 right there, 2, 2, and then we'll just bring that up around like that. So it's pretty tall now. It goes more straight up and then over. So, and that's looking kind of like the curve of the Krusty Krab. So we'll go ahead and copy that world edit, and we will flip this over. So we just selected pretty much a rectangle of those blocks. So it'll get the entire curve and the bottom of it. And then we just kind of stand right here. I'm just putting this down for reference. Like you just stand right there and then look towards that direction. And then you're gonna want to copy those blocks first and then flip left and then hit enter. It'll essentially flip this rectangle and mirror it to the other side. So once I hit paste, it'll basically just be like, whoop, it'll mirror it exactly to the other side. And so far that is looking, it's looking pretty good for the Krusty Krab. I think it's a little too fat, so I can go ahead and select this as position 1 instead of the other thing. Recopy it, flip left, and then paste again. So, oh, how did I just, okay. I forgot about the dual wielding thing. I don't really do vanilla, so it kind of freaked me out. I was like, why is there an axe in my left hand? It was kind of scary, but yeah, we'll go ahead and fill this in to make it more thick like it is in the picture here that I'm looking at. And then maybe like that. So 3 thick is what I'm guessing here. Maybe just 2. Yeah, I think it's just 2 is fine. So just 2 thick right there. We can make the curve a little thicker just to make it kind of make more sense and show people that it's a curve. So 2 all the way down right there. Okay, this needs to come out more. So right there. Just drag out the curve a little bit, and it is looking almost done. Maybe I'm just gonna do that right there. Just to make it a little less, because this is like really, you can really tell it's 3 wide, so I think it's messing it up a little bit. But that looks pretty good. So we can go ahead and delete this since it'll only be right here. Now we can go ahead and make this. Should we make this 3 wide? Probably not. Like this way, horizontally, like that. It doesn't. Oh, actually, yeah, we should probably do that. But to do that, a really easy way, you just select. So like this is going to be the middle, this is the right side, and this is the left side. So we want this to go that way and that way to copy the pattern essentially. So I'm going to wrap a rectangle around this with world edit. I'm going to fly all the way up. So the rectangle hits all the blocks. Position 2 in the air. It'll put it where you are. So this entire thing is selected. This side isn't copied over yet, but we'll do that in a sec. So we'll go ahead and stack that once. Boop. So that'll fill in that side, and then you got to look at the direction you're trying to stack it. So if you have this row selected and you want to go that way, you got to look to the what direction is this? You got to look towards the west, pretty much. So you just stack 1, boop, and it'll make it fat. So now that is the Krusty Krab curve. But I'm looking at it and it looks like it's gonna be, it looks like it's too high for the scale that I'm going for, because it really starts to curve at like the top of the door. So maybe we can, we'll have to fix it in a second. I think just getting the general design is good enough for now. So the sides of this thing, it just goes like that, and then you gotta fill this in essentially. What block is this? We have a stripped dark oak wood. Alrighty, so we'll just go ahead and select a rectangle and do stripped dark oak wood. That's what it was, right? Stripped spruce wood. Oh, spruce wood, that's what it was. Stripped spruce wood. Set stripped spruce wood. There we go. So that'll just kind of, oh, sorry, Mr. Skeleton. But yeah, that'll finish off the kind of edge right there. I don't know why they did it different like directions, but that'll fix it. So now I need to kind of mark out where the top of this is going to be. I'm assuming right here, so the door goes up there and then the window kind of closes in right here, just like that. Just go ahead and fill the rest of that window in. So let's take a look here. So it might be a little too high. We're gonna have to do it one more down, maybe like right here. See what that looks like. That is looking more like the Krusty Krab now. Now we gotta just fill this out here, move this up one to kind of match the height of the window, and we will just fill this door in. And this is what I mean by putting the panes here to make it kind of look like a different door. So we'll just put 2 right there and all the way down. Just kind of makes it look like more of a separated door kind of thing. These are all different lines. It's kind of weird. But I guess we can make that work by doing that. And then do the horizontal lines for the pillars and then vertical for the top, just to kind of blend it all in. And then obviously we have to drag this over here. And we have the general skeleton. Now we just need to kind of copy and paste the little layout over. So we're trying to select all the blocks that are essentially right there in my view. So you'd want to select the first block right here. Delete that so it doesn't get copied. Fly over here. We'll fix this first actually. So let me go ahead and fix this. To do that, you want to grab, where is the middle going to be actually? I guess the middle is right here, so we'll go ahead and remember that. So we're going to want to select all the blocks right here, all the way down to the base, and go up to this dark block and copy that. Flip left, and paste, and boom, we are done. Now we can copy that over to the other side. So yeah, let's start again right here. Right there, and then we'll fly up here to select all the blocks. Now granted, this is just the bare bones kind of outline of it, so it's good to have. I'm just trying to scale it properly, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the other side so I can scale. So we want to flip to the right, and now we don't want it to flip just around this block. We want it to flip around these two. So to do that, you just do the same flip thing, and then you move over one block, and it'll paste right there. So that will work just fine, and I actually do think the scale is pretty good, so that looks like the Krusty Krab. We are in business, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and fix this, because I want these all horizontal or lines, I think, just to kind of fit in with the wood. Now, there is a white sign right here, so we can just kind of mark that out and put some white concrete there, I believe. White concrete, there we go. So that is a hamburger, it looks like, in the picture. So that's just a white sign right there. Let's turn. I might do panes right there, but I'll probably do that in the time lapse fixing it. But that's fine. So let's go ahead and figure out the inside of right here, which needs to be, I guess we can make it this dark oak, because this needs to line up with the top. So this goes over here. This is kind of laying out where the filler is going to go, I guess. So we'll do that right there. Now we stretch this all the way over there, and then we'll pretty much go up and we'll fill the wood in. It might be easier just to do this. So we'll select this right here, and we'll take this by each little square section. So we'll do that. So position 1, position 2. This is a stripped spruce wood. So we should already have that in our command somewhere. I don't think. Oh, there we go. So now we got to go to stripped spruce wood. There we go. So we just select that and we keep going down until it's filled in, instead of doing it by hand. World that it makes everything amazing and so much easier, as you can tell. So there we go. That's all in there. Now the glass is going to go down there, and pretty much glass from there. We'll make a little base for it. And then we'll go ahead and set the stripped wood, and then we'll stretch the gas. We'll do the same thing for the glass. So essentially, you want to put the glass. Let's make this actually some. Let's make this panes. So, oh my God, light blue stained glass pane. That's a lot. Light blue stained glass pane. I'm surprised my fingers worked that well. But oops, we messed up. So we'll go ahead and delete some of this and put the strip stuff down in there. There we go. So we'll just go back to strip spruce wood like that. And there we go. Now we have the window on the side. Now there is ropes on the side of these buildings. This needs to be one more down to make the curve a little better here. Let me just try to eyeball this. I don't know why it doesn't connect to the wood, but it connects to this. So we'll just do the sides out of glass. That might actually make it a little better anyway. So we'll just go ahead and put that right there and put a pane right there, and to do one in the middle as well, just to kind of mark out where the middle is. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll do vertical lines right here to match, and then we will be good to go and in business to start the ropes. Now the ropes, I'm thinking I can do it with quartz slabs or I can do it with a fence. So let's see which one looks better. It kind of looks like it crosses at the top, so we'll do this right here, and we will do this right here, and it'll kind of cross. We'll just see how this looks when I get to the bottom, all the way down. So it does work. It actually connects to the bottom pretty well, right in the corner. That's kind of what we want to see, but we will see how it looks in general, because the ropes kind of are important. They need to look like the Krusty Krab, but I guess what we could do is we could finish off the ropes here, and then we could try to change all the blocks to quartz slabs just to see what it looks like, and then if we don't like it, we can switch back. Easy peasy. So now I guess I'll just time lapse the filling in of the roof and the finishing of the ropes, and we'll do the base inside of the Krusty Krab in a time lapse, and then I will be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have the full skeleton layout of the Krusty Krab. How excited is everyone? Super excited? Cool. I finished off the rope design, and I think it actually looks pretty dang good. So we're not even going to go ahead and try the quartz slab, because I'm pretty sure it matches. It looks like rope. It's pretty good. Let's just say that. Now I noticed there are some small details on the Krusty Krab that makes it look like wood planks. So we could attempt that right now. So we'll go ahead and try to make it look. There's darker spots in it to make it look like actual planks made out of planks of wood. But this might actually be too dark. Let's take a look at the wood and let's see our options here. So that's dark wood. We got dark wood planks right here. We got spruce wood. Spruce could work actually. Let's try this to make it actually look like a plank. So it looks like that wraps around all the way up here, pretty much goes down there. This has a sort of line to it that goes all the way, so we'll do this right here. So this goes all the way over here and then wraps up like that. And then on the building there's also, this is connected, this actually goes all the way over here, and this is just making it look more like a plank by the second. And then we'll do a line maybe right here to make it look like another indented plank right there. So that looks just a very small minute detail, but it kind of makes it look good, you know what I'm saying? We'll just go ahead and finish off this because it looks like that's what it is in the game. And then there's actually some screws on the wood, so you can use buttons that look like screws, and that is looking pretty sick actually. And then there's some right there that are just in there. And then on the top of the Krusty Krab now there is some kind of, it looks like a chimney, but we can just go ahead and do that with stairs. So if we just do, or sorry, not stairs, a slab, and then we can use the 43/8 block, which I believe is this right here, smooth stone. So we can go ahead and make a smooth stone square like that. We'll go drag it up, and then it's pretty much as round as you can get in Minecraft, and then we'll just go ahead and wrap the base around it, and it'll look like what it is in the game. Now there is also I believe it's called the compass kind of thing. It shows you what northwest direction it is, kind of like a wind thing. I have no idea, but it is on top of Krusty Krab, so we will be making it. It's basically just this right here, 4 things jutting out, and then a pole like that. So that is the top of done. Now there is a, I must have deleted it in the paste, but there is a hamburger sign right here. So we'll go ahead and put hamburgers right here. We'll go ahead and make it out of white concrete. It is a bit rectangle, so we'll just do that. Now we can't do the buns per se, but we can do it kind of. We can do it like spruce slab maybe. What about stairs? We can do stairs and then kind of make it look like it's a hamburger with a dark burger in the middle like that. So that is probably as close as we're going to get to what it looks like in game. Now there is a rope that like goes across and has a bunch of flags, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. So we'll go ahead and connect that right here maybe, and then we'll go 1 2 3 and then 1 2 3 4 5. That is like the golden rule for me. I don't know why, just like you go 1, you go 3, and then you go 5 to make, oop, that actually is a little bit too low. So let's actually look at our options here. We can drag this up here, and then we can move that up to match, because I want those buttons to kind of stay there, but I guess they'll be behind flags anyway. Oop, I messed up a little bit. Let's select this, and then we can go move up like that, and that should bring it above the buttons, but the flags will still hit the buttons. That's all right, because you know what, actually the buttons are up here actually, so we'll do that right there, and we'll do a plank right there and go across like that, and we'll just add our own little flair into the Krusty Krab just so we can make this quartz flag thing, because this looks pretty important for the front of the Krusty Krab. If you don't have this right, then you might not even it might not even look like Krusty Krab at that point. So we have we'll go ahead and actually drag this down a little bit more. So we have our rope going across. Now the flags are, we'll make them out of wool, so basically it's just going to be red, yellow, got black in there, we got some white and blue, so we're going to grab white and blue. Okay, we got red and yellow already, and yellow and blue. So the first flag is this red flag right here, so we'll go ahead and do that. It's just red with a yellow cross in between, so I guess we can go and do that detail right there. Not gonna look exactly like it, but that's alright. Now we have a yellow flag with a black thing like there, a blue and white in the very middle, so maybe we can just do that and then do white on top and then blue like that. That'll be fine. And then we also have a white and red flag here, so red on the corners, white on the corners as well. And then we have the yellow and blue flag just to complete the flags on the Krusty Krab. There we go. We'll do that right there. That's fine. So there we go. Now we'll go ahead and make this blue. So that looks like the flag. So it looks pretty good, right? Pretty much like Krusty Krab. So that is awesome. There we go. We have that completed. Now we need to go ahead and extend this all the way over here, just so we can get our path going. I want to extend into the doorway, so I'll expand that one more. We'll just go ahead and with 159.9, which is just that gray block. And there's also, it looks like there's also kind of a parking way here, so we'll go and surround that by 2, set that to 159.9. One more to match the other side, like that. And it is curved, so we'll grab some sand and we'll curve it like that. And we'll curve this side as well. So now that's starting to look, and it curves back here. We'll just do one now, like that. Now the Krusty Krab shell is right here, but I guess I can, no, I could actually do that with a fence, maybe a birch fence to match. It's kind of like a palm or a bamboo kind of pole, so a birch might work pretty well. But we'll go ahead and make that the base right there, and then we'll go up from there. We'll just go ahead and stack that, maybe like 7 or 8 for now. So that's fine. Now, the interior of Krusty Krab is a little bit different. We'll go ahead and look at the picture here for a sec. So they have a back kind of grill area that'll be probably this color. It's kind of metal. So we'll go ahead and, so let me show you guys how to do walls in with World Edit. So basically you don't want it, you want to make a rectangle, but you don't want it to be solid, and you want it to do it all at once. You just do the command walls and smooth stone, and then this is what it does. Boom, it makes a Krusty Krab. I guess that's kind of the Krusty Krab back of the cooking area. So we'll go ahead and put the top of it on there, and we'll stack that across however many times. I'll guess 17. How about that? Nope, 19. Actually 20. There we go. So that's done. Now we need the doors. The Krusty Krab has Mr. Krab's office, which is over here. So we can go ahead and do that right there. Make a door, and we'll kind of indent it out with smooth brick, and the stairs can make it look a little bit more rounded. So we'll do that right there. We'll actually make the rounded top right there. I think that'll look better. Or should we make it right here? Yeah, we should probably make it right there, and then just drag it up there, and then come across. That way, it'll look like we can use one. We'll just make it one wide, just to kind of help a little bit with the scaling. We'll just make it one wide. Put stairs right there. Fill that in with smooth stone right there, and then we will be golden. So now the door. Obviously, you can just type in door, and then it'll bring up a kind of an iron door, which is what we need here. And then we just got to put a pressure plate down on the floor to open it like so. And we'll go ahead and we'll fill that off with one of the slabs. Now we will need to do the little boat that the Krusty Krab serves its food out of. So the bathroom, there's a door right here for. Door right there for not the bathrooms, but the kitchen. Right, so the kitchen goes up here. We can go ahead and put the stairs right there. So that'll be the kitchen door. This will be the bathroom door. Now the bathrooms are pretty simple, so we don't have to worry too much about that, but we'll just do that, and then we'll put a door right there, the iron door as well, since it's pretty much all iron, and it has a window in it, so that matches perfectly. And then a pressure plate, door, and pressure plate. So now the boat. This is a little finicky since it is Minecraft. We don't really have a lot of options, but we can go ahead and do the window right here, and then we can use red wool and a slab to do the countertop here. So it'll be red and then kind of rounded at the top right there, or sorry, at the bottom, or at the end, geez. And then a quartz slab that goes up and then down like that, and then that is where Mr. Squidward would stand, essentially. And then we just maybe do a staircase. You can't really do a computer in Minecraft, but you can go ahead and throw one there, like a staircase right there, and that'll make it look like a computer. Now for the tables, it looks like we can just use a spruce, or a birch, sorry, and then a brick slab to kind of get the coloring of it. And then maybe just a fence or something. Maybe, how about we do birch up the middle, and then we can rotate they're supposed to be like ship wheels, but we can just go ahead and do that. And then one right there as well. Bada bing, bada boom. It's that simple. So there's also barrels on the Krusty Krab, so we can kind of emulate barrels by just using this wood stuff and just kind of stacking it up like that. We can also use a crafting workbench to kind of make it look like a weird kind of barrel. Unless there's barrels, but nope, it's vanilla, of course. But there are like chests, so we can even use chests. We can put those to make it just kind of fill in a little bit. So let's do another table right here. Wrap the brick slab around it, and then we will do the other side as well, and we can go ahead and I guess we can just flip these to make it kind of even. So we'll flip these over there, and then we'll delete the part of the boat that gets probably copied right there. Where's the middle? So the middle is right here. So copy, flip right, squirt over a little bit, and then paste it with no air by doing the dash air so it doesn't delete anything. Just like that, and we'll go ahead and delete that. That got copied over. And actually we have more room down here. We can go ahead and move this down. So we'll just select the tables here, and we will move it maybe 1-2 blocks there. So move 2, it'll squirt them down. The bathroom is still accessible, and we are good to go. Now for the top, we just have it looks like there is a menu above the boat right here. So we take the menu, and it's going to be quartz like so. We'll just drag that across all the way, and then we can throw some item frames on there. We can't really do the text obviously, but we can just throw some item frames right there. And then the top of it is kind of a red, so we'll just, the only red slabs we really have is brick. So we'll just go ahead and throw that right there like that. And then that is pretty much the countertop and the ordering area. And there's also a kind of a pipe that goes up. I'm assuming that's where all the ovens are. So a pipe that goes up, then around like that, goes over like that, and then up. So we'll do that right there. That probably leads to the furnace thing that's up there. But we can go ahead and make that too wide just to insinuate that it's there. And bam. Now we pretty much have what looks to be a log going from the right here. It like squirts past the sign, and it looks like it's just for support, so we'll just go ahead and do that on the other side as well. Just 2 off of the other pillar right here. So 1, 2, and then we'll do a pillar straight across like so. We can even do some like lanterns up there or something, but it'll be fine for now. Now the order, there is like an order here button or an order here sign, so we'll just go ahead and do that, and then we'll do a wall going up showing that it's being held by this wall. And that will go all the way to the top. Now, I don't know if there is a roof. Let's take a look. Doesn't it look like there's... Okay, it looks like there's pillars, actually. So we'll do a stone pillar. It looks like it's pretty near the table. So we'll do one right there and then one right there. Actually, we'll just go ahead and cut off the table and put it there. And then we will use a fence, probably oak fence, just to drag the pillar all the way up here. I wish there was a thicker like wall kind of thing, like in the other. Actually, I'll just use the table as the main base for this, and then I think that'll be fine. Actually, we can just do it on the tables, just to kind of. If I had to do it again, I'd make the scale a little bigger. That way, we can like have more space for the tables and interior. But I kind of like it how it's tight like this. You don't have to. No room is pretty much wasted, so we're all good here. Now we can do the top like this, and we can just go ahead and make that stone or something, because it is kind of like a metal, but there's no metal in vanilla obviously, but there are crates up here, so we have to put something up here to fill in the deads. I can't flip, and I am in the kitchen. Now I'm in the kitchen, we can go ahead and do the iron pressure plates. That'll open that door, and then we can go ahead and start throwing random stuff like just like crates, not crates, sorry, not barrels either, just striped wood. You can throw some jukeboxes. This is just to bring the detail of the Krusty Krab out, because there is a bunch of stuff up there actually. So jukeboxes over there, jukeboxes, a chest right there, just random stuff that you need, crafting table, even slabs can work, whatever. And there you go. So that's the top of the Krusty Krab back. Now, if you follow me through here, we enter into the kitchen. Now, I don't know what that exactly... I mean, I know what it looks like. I have a general idea, but let me go ahead and just Google real quick. Boom. There we go. Krusty Krab kitchen. That works just fine. And then we will go ahead and do this up. So the door opens up, and there's obviously an oven right here, so we can go ahead and use black, and then just black all the way around. And then there's a second oven right here. Oh, we can go ahead and do this. Let's do another right there, and then Mr. Krab's office will be cut off right there. So there we go. That'll work even better. So we'll go ahead and take that all the way up. So we'll make this even, and we'll just do two, like oven right there. Now there is a door to Krusty Krab's, or the Mr. Krab's office. Actually, I did not know that. So we can go ahead and put one right there, and then put a pressure plate right there, and then we can go ahead and make the bottom of it. It looks like the bottom is actually wood, but we will go ahead and use a different wood. We will do, how about the light wood, stripped oak wood. So set stripped oak wood. And there we go. Now we have kind of a sink here, so we can use a cauldron, and we can just fill that with water, and that'll look like a sink pretty much. So we'll go ahead and do two. Get a water bucket and fill it with some water, just like that. And there's like a table right here that has some kind of utensils and stuff, so we can go ahead and throw some bookshelves down there, and those kind of show you that it's ketchup and whatnot. And then there's also kind of a shelf right here. that goes up like that. We can go ahead and put fences right there, actually. Kind of like a shelf thing. And then there is a, what looks to be a, kind of a, what is it called? A safety life vest or whatever, right there. But we just put a polished die right there and call it a day. We can't do much in Minecraft, I'll tell you that much. But we can actually try a little bit harder and put brick right there, kind of make it look more like a ship's captain's wheel. But obviously, it's not going to be the craziest thing in the world. So that is that's pretty much the kitchen right there, except for the fridge. To do a fridge, we can just, it's pretty simple. We can just get some iron right there and put it like that. So get some buttons out to insinuate the fridge handles, and that's pretty much it. Now there is actually, I think it's cooler if we put the sinks like over here, and then we put ovens right here. We can do whatever we want, and then we can put some hoppers right here to make it look like the ovens have those little things that kind of go over it, and then iron blocks to kind of suck it up. Actually, we could probably do stairs too. So there's a lot of different unique things you can do in interioring, just using stairs and slabs and whatnot, and it'll make it all kind of look better. And we can go ahead and use an oven or the hoppers right there to make it look like it sucks up the smoke from the oven. And then that's pretty much it. You got the door right there. We just need to put kind of a desk for Mr. Krabs, which will be pretty simple. We can just put some oak stairs right there, and Mr. Krabs has his little desk. From what I remember, it is pretty simple. So that is pretty much that. Now we can just go ahead and put a pressure plate right there, and put it right there, one right there. Actually, we can go ahead and use the actual matching ones. It's kind of weird looking at it like that. So there we go. Now we just got to go. Actually, this is the bathroom. What am I doing? I forgot. The kitchen's supposed to be smaller, but we can, we don't have to worry about that. It's all right. We don't have to have bathrooms. We can just have a double door entrance into the kitchen. So sweet, we have the interior done, and that's pretty much, that pretty much wraps it up. Unless we want to do like a detail right here that kind of goes over and right there. That's pretty cool. We'll just go ahead and do that, and that sucks up the smoke, and then we're pretty much solid. So I hope you guys were following along pretty well. I know I was going fast and trying to explain everything, but we do not have the shell. Actually, we should probably make that. So let me show you guys how to do that too, actually. So it's shell is kind of purple, but like off purple, kind of like this. But we could also make it kind of like quartz white too. And like, let's see here, slabs, we can use the purple slab. Let's go ahead and use the purple. Actually, that's probably a pretty good color for a shell. So speed 1, just to slow down a little bit. Now it goes down a little bit and then up like this, so we can go ahead and do that, and then kind of make it round just like that. Now I'm just kind of throwing blocks in here, seeing what it looks like. And then once you get stuff down, it's kind of like painting. Once you get like the painting on a canvas, you can kind of look at it and then mess with it around a little bit, put other colors down, and that's what pretty much opens up a lot of opportunities. So we can go use the slab, and then we can kind of make it look like it's a shell by doing that. Just like that. And then we can put quartz right there to kind of split up the color. Put some slabs on it, and then put more purple right there. That kind of goes outward a little bit like that, and then we pretty much just round it at the top, and then it looks like that is getting finished off for the Krusty Krab shell. But we can make this even like a little bit wider like that, because it is a shell and it has a top that's kind of weird. So we need to put maybe purple slabs down right there, delete that, right there, and delete that. So that is pretty much the shell. That'll say the Krusty Krab. Obviously we can't do it. Well, let's try, let's see. Krusty, oh god, it's already ruined. Krusty, really hard Krusty Krab. There we go. That'll, perfect. It looks beautiful. But that's pretty much it. And hey, it's looking pretty good. It's the Krusty Krab. I forgot a sign right here, but that's alright. We can just go ahead and oak fence, and then there is a little yellow sign apparently that says like, come on in, the Krusty Krabs, or the Krabby Patty is ready for the consuming. So, whoop, I hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys followed along pretty well. I know I was going extremely fast, but trust me, once... Oh, you know what? We forgot the back, but as long as you guys don't tell anyone, we won't even remember that. We'll just fill that in just fine. All right, so let's take a quick look at it in F1 mode and just kind of slowly turn around. I do like the little buttons up there, making it look like it has that nails punctured into the wood, so that looks cool. So, whew, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's do an outro, shall we? Inside the Krusty Krab. I'll actually do it in the Squidward spot. So. I'm a little short though, so let me not do it. Let's do it in the front. So guys, this has been the Krusty Krab. I know a lot of people have been asking for it, so there it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I had fun. I wanted to do the Krusty Krab too. I know I'm with you guys. It was pretty fun. It was pretty dank, you know. It wasn't the craziest build of all time, but it is a replica pretty much. If I had to do it again, I would definitely step up the scale a little bit, because I mean this door is even kind of small without actual doors, you know, like modded doors. That would be nice. But yeah, if you step up the scale, you can make the flags more detailed and big. You can probably do a hamburger right there with more slabs. But yeah, that is up to you guys. Make the scale bigger, have fun, make the Krusty Krab better than me. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But yes, this has been Cannibal Crab. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to the channel, or like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, let me know if you like it and you want more building, if you want the building tutorials to continue. Now, in the comments, I want you to put what I should build next, and I will get on the building. Whatever it is, I will do it. Whatever you want. So, hope you guys have a good day. This is Cannibal Crab, signing out.